Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday. Welcome back to the weekly beauty chit chat. Hope you guys all had a fantastic week. Before we get into the video, you are going to hear some ambient background noises. I have a pug that's sleeping on this side and one that is enjoying a little chew session with one of his favorite toys on the other. Oh, that one's taken off. Oh, she's had enough of this. Anyway, we still have Alf here and he's chewing on one of his favorite toys. So please enjoy the free pug ASMR in the background. Anyway, happy Friday, you guys. It's time to do the weekly beauty chit chat. This is my excuse to share all of the random, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty crap that I was loving this week. So as always, I will link everything in the description box down below. We've got some fun stuff to share with you guys this week. I hope you had a great week. I hope you're excited about Mother's Day this weekend. If you are someone who unfortunately does not have your mother in your life anymore, either because they have passed on or because you have a strained relationship with them, sending all of you a big hug. This is definitely kind of, I feel like this Mother's Day actually has a little bit more meaning for me this year personally, because I have watched my mom go through a lot since last October. I have mentioned a few times here on my channel that my mom and my stepdad got a divorce, and just watching my mom go through all of that over the last, what has it been, like 7-8 months? I don't know. Seems like it's been a really long time that this has been going on. Their divorce is now final, by the way. But it just, like, watching my mom this last year just really gave me a whole new appreciation for her as a mom. She had me when she was a teenager, so my mom was quite young, and she has always gone out of her way throughout my entire life to basically do everything for my two brothers and I. Like, she literally gave up everything so that we could have a better life. And I am where I am at in my life right now because of my mom. I have a hard time even mentioning my stepdad right now because I no longer have any contact with him. He made like a series of really, really poor decisions, and knowingly made those decisions, and they're quite unforgivable to me. So I don't have a dad in my life anymore, and it just makes my mom even more special to me. And I just want to give a shout out to all of the mothers out there who go out of their way to do the best for their kids every single day, even if they are struggling with their own crap. I have watched my mom struggle for years in this relationship that just ended with her, and also in the relationship that she had with my biological dad. And throughout all of that, this woman has remained the most compassionate, caring, kind, incredible, amazing human being. Like, just never, she's just fantastic. And I just want to give a shout out to my mom here because I think she's a very special woman and I will always admire her. And even though she is still going through a really tough time right now, I am just rooting for her. And I'm just very thankful for my one remaining parent, and I look forward to helping her transition into retirement next year, and she's actually going to be moving down here to be closer to me, and I'm just really looking forward to all of that. And even though sometimes life doesn't turn out the way that you think it will in the long run, there are blessings that come along that in the moment do not look like a blessing, but I can guarantee you that everything happens for a reason. And Anyway, I'm excited about the future. I am excited about Mother's Day, and I myself am very thankful to be a mother. I have an incredible child, and yeah, I've had such a good time watching her grow and change, and I cannot wait to see what she turns into. So anyway, mad props to all the moms out there. I know that this was a way longer intro than it needed to be, but I just wanted to give some mad props to my mom, who has gone out of her way, even while she's gone through super difficult times, to make sure that her kids are okay. So anyway, let's get into it, you guys. I'm gonna try to go through this week's favorites just a little bit faster because, I don't know, I feel sometimes I go through these stages where I'm like, I should talk less. So, yeah, instead of always anticipating every question that could come my way and trying to answer it before you guys even ask it, I'm just gonna try to stop doing that. And if you have a question, please feel free to ask it. I am in the comments. All right, we have 3 perfumes this week, you guys. I was in just, usually there is 1 perfume each week that like captures my like attention, and I'm just kind of stuck on that perfume. But this week it was kind of a hodgepodge of like these 3 that I was just absolutely loving. So the first is the Ariana Grande Cloud perfume. I originally only bought this in their smaller size, finished that very quickly, and then purchased the 3.4 fluid ounce, so the larger size. I love this one. This is what I'm wearing today. If you like the Baccarat Rouge 540, but it's not sweet enough for you, or B, it's way too expensive for you, this is an excellent alternative. I highly recommend it. Also, the Alt Duchess Exclusive. This is one of the first 3 alt fragrances that I've ever purchased. I've never smelled the original Delina myself. I did do an in-depth review of this one that went up yesterday. I've never smelled the real thing. I want to. So that particular video, I'm just kind of reviewing this like in its own right. This is a great fragrance. And as far as the 3 alt fragrances that I have picked out, this is the strongest and the longest lasting. Ooh, if you love a good rose-based fragrance, check this out. Fabulous. And then also, I actually wore this. So was it last Thursday or I can't remember. I think it was Thursday that I met up with my friends, Frankie and Fiona, which, by the way, at some point in my life, I will own 2 pugs. And I will name them Frankie and Fiona, because that to me is just like the perfect name combination. I hope Frankie and Fiona don't mind. I haven't told them this, but like when we were sitting at dinner, like we were talking, and I just in my head was like, oh my God, Frankie and Fiona, those are the best like pug names ever. Anyway, I had dinner with 2 lovely ladies who are candle friends of mine. Frankie has actually been watching my channel for quite some time, but we connected through like candle stuff. And then Fiona is, she's on Instagram as well. Wax and Facts is her Instagram page, and she actually just lives down the street from me. So anyway, small world, right? But anyway, I wore this when I met those 2 ladies for dinner, and they both loved it. And this is one of those fragrances that is quickly becoming one of my like most complimented fragrances. This is the Clean Reserve Radiant Nectar. Ooh, this is so good. This has a really nice kind of peachy pear combination. It's really fresh. It's summery. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. This is just a really, really lovely scent, and if you've never tried this one, I highly encourage you to sniff this out the next time you're at Sephora. This is absolutely fabulous. It's so good. I bought a little set that also had a travel size of the Radiant Nectar, and it's just heavenly. So good. If that little travel set is still available, I will link it, because I think it was actually the same price point as just this size by itself. So love that. All right, let's do some makeup next. Okay, you guys, I am loving this powder foundation, and this is such a good color fit for me. This is from Lawless. This is their Perfecting Powder Talc-Free Skin Smoothing Powder. Now, I have been using this in combination with my beloved Laura Geller Balance and Brighten, but I use this over top because actually the Balance and Brighten is, I'm totally like scratching this up with my fingernail. The Balance and Brighten is, it's pretty neutral in its like undertones, and I actually have quite a bit of like yellow in my undertones. So oftentimes, because I love the coverage of the Balance and Brighten and I just love the luminosity it gives my skin, I will top it off with a powder that is a little bit better of a color fit for me. And it creates this, like the perfect like powder foundation look for me. But I've also worn this on its own. Now the coverage is definitely light to medium, but it's great for just like an everyday easy powder foundation. And this color is like the perfect, like this is my shade. They have several different colors available. This stands up to my oil production. Now granted, I am usually wearing a primer of some kind. I have also still been setting my face with this really amazing Milk Pore Eclipse Matte Setting Spray, which if you have oily skin and you have not tried it, what are you waiting for? This is fabulous. This on my oily skin is just chef's kiss fabulous. Love it. Anyway, this is good too. I always like recommending new powder foundations because some people gasp. This always like astounds me, but some people don't like the Balance and Brighten. Always like, how? But you know, everybody has their preferences, not judging. Anyway, this is fabulous. Definitely worth a try. Lawless is at Sephora. I bought this at Sephora. Okay, I've got a couple of SPF recommendations for this week. I have a body SPF because now that I am exposing more of my skins to the sun when I go outside, I have been using my preferred body SPF. I will tell you right now, this one is a little bit harder to rub in, but it is the one that really works the best on my skin in terms of not aggravating my eczema on like my upper arms here. This is the Think Sport SPF 50 sunscreen, and this is zinc oxide. This is 20% zinc oxide. It really does come out in kind of a thick white paste. And it does give me a little bit of a white cast, so it makes me look even pastier than I am normally. However, it provides excellent protection. It really stays put. And again, it's easy to reapply over top. Like, I don't have a huge problem with the SPF pilling up or anything like that. It just takes a little bit longer to work it into the skin because it's a zinc oxide. It's worth it for me because I really do, I feel like, get the best protection from this one. And yeah, it's easy enough to pop into a bag because it's not like a huge bottle. So this one is fantastic for the body. And then for the face, you guys, the Summer Fridays Shade Drops Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Mineral Milk Sunscreen. I did an in-depth review of this one this week. I already mentioned it in last week's weekly beauty chit chat. I really like this SPF. One thing I will say is if you have sensitive skin, I would watch out for this one. There are some people that had like a contact dermatitis type reaction to this. If you read through the Sephora reviews, I feel like this works either incredibly well for people or someone has had like a reaction to it. But as far as like an oily skin option or, you know, like combo to oily skin, this is fantastic on my skin. It holds up just as well as the Paula's Choice. I think I just still like the way that this finish looks on my skin a little bit more. And I like the tint, the particular tint of that one, but this is really, really good. It's easy to spread. It doesn't pill up. Someone asked how it does under makeup. Fabulous. Now, again, I wear powder foundation, so this works well with powder foundation. Do I even have a liquid to test it out with to be able to tell you guys how it does with liquid foundation? No, I would never put liquid foundation on my face. It doesn't work out for me. Always slides off. So anyway, let's keep going with a couple of skincare items. I am almost out of this. I have been putting this on my skin so much in the last several months. I feel like this is just a great moisturizer. This is from COSRX. It is an overnight spa mask. This has rice extract in it, which is supposed to provide intensive nourishment and deep moisture and brightening to the skin. I just find this to be an absolutely fantastic night cream. I have been using this on my face, my neck, and my décolletage. I have really been like working this into my skin. Sometimes I will use a moisturizer in conjunction with this. Sometimes I will just have this be my moisturizer. It is the type of mask, I don't even want to like waste very much. Like this is how little I have left. Like I can, come on. Okay. This is the texture. I hate even wasting this, but I'll put it on the back of my hands. This is the texture. It's really almost like a lotion. So you can see if once I like put it on the skin, it really does like actually absorb into the skin. So it's not one of those like masks that leave like, you know, like a clay mask. It's not like, you don't rinse this off. This stays on your skin overnight. Really, these overnight masks, I don't know why they don't just call them moisturizers, because the vast majority that I've used really do absorb into the skin. So I don't know, maybe this is just a fun new name for it, but there you have it. Also, now this was a PR item, so I want to be upfront about that. Somehow, somewhere along the line, I got set up with Pacifica's like PR. I don't even know where or when, like I don't remember doing it. But anyway, I've had some PR packages show up from Pacifica, and I'm really grateful because I love Pacifica. They are based out of, it says that they are still based out of Portland. I live in Oregon. I live in, you know, the Portland metro area, which is where most people from Oregon live. Like we're all kind of concentrated here. But yeah, I think their shipping takes place from somewhere in California. But anyway, I love that they are local to me. I've always enjoyed Pacifica products. Check out their perfumes, by the way. If you have not, they have some great perfumes. But this is their new Wake Up Beautiful Waterless Cleansing Balm with quinoa and mushroom. So they did send like a little, oh, I think I accidentally recycled it. They sent like a little piece of paper that has the information about this. This is a fabulous cleansing balm, you guys. I do wish the size was a little bit larger. Now it is crazy concentrated. You use a dime-sized amount, and that really is enough to take everything off of my face. I've had this now for a couple of weeks, so as you can see, I'm kind of already starting to like run low on it. But this is so gentle around the eyes. It removes mascara like that. Like it just does away with it. Like, I mean, it's probably right up there with the Pharmacy Green Clean. Definitely worth checking out. If you are in the market for a new cleansing balm, check this one out. It rinses really nicely. You know, you do the usual thing where you apply it to the skin dry and then take a little bit of water and then, you know, emulsify what's left and work that into your skin. Oh, do we have... Oh, I think the other one just... Oh, yeah, the other one just walked out. See ya, Alf. But yeah, fabulous. Emulsifies beautifully, rinses cleanly, and then I can go in with my second cleanse. Fabulous. Not a stitch of makeup or SPF left on my skin after this. So I think this is definitely worth checking out. If you normally use the pharmacy, I think this is one that's kind of worth straying. You can always go back to the pharmacy. I'm sure I will still be purchasing the Pharmacy Green Clean. However, I think this is just another great option. And this I feel like is even a little bit more travel friendly in that it's a tube, it's a metal tube, but it's a tube. And so I feel like it fits easier, a little bit easier into like, you know, your suitcase or whatever. So there's that. And then just one more makeup thing that I wanted to mention for you guys today. These are the blushes that I recently pulled out. I did like a shop my stash, which I haven't done a video like that in forever. But I did recently switch out all of my makeup. I had been using the same stuff for months and months on end and was finally like, ugh, I'm bored. So went shopping in my little Alex 9 drawer here and pulled out a bunch of different blushes, and I pulled out my Cover FX blushes. These are the monochromatic blush duos in Mojave Mauve and Pink Dahlia. I am wearing what am I wearing today? The Mojave Mauve, which is such a pretty mauvey pink. So you get two in here. It's a matte blush and then almost like a topper. When I first got this, I thought I would never actually use the topper because I was like, oh, I don't really like a shinier blush, but I'm wearing it today. It's not shiny, it's just pretty. Like, it just looks really beautiful on the skin. I don't feel like this topper here accentuates my pores in any kind of way, and I love the color, and this stands up to my oily skin. So this is a blush that does not get eaten by my face. The other shade, the Pink Dahlia, is another great spring summer option here. So if you have never tried these are really long wearing. They're beautiful on the skin. I love the fact that you get the little topper so that you can either have a matte look if you want, or, you know, glitz it up a little bit. I just think these are fabulous. If you've never tried them, they're great. So anyway, you guys, that's what I have for you today. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And I will see you guys in the next one. As always, check out the description box down below. I'm gonna put links to everything that I shared right down there, and subscribe if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.